Hello, everybody. So this is our master bedroom and bathroom area. I haven't really had a chance to edit any more of the progress slash working videos that I've recorded. And I mentioned in the last video, if you watched that, doing a quick kind of tour walkthrough of what the layout's going to be in here. And so I figured I'd just do that, do this quick tour video and get that put out. So that's all this is going to be. And obviously this is a before tour. Nothing is finished, but I think it'll be kind of fun to come back later on once it is finished and do another tour. And you'll kind of be able to see how everything turned out, how it progressed. And so yeah, what I'm going to do here is just do a quick walkthrough and just kind of point out how we're going to have this laid out. And obviously it's messy, so hopefully, that won't bother you and you can see through, see the vision through the mess. But this is the second floor landing here. So you will come up here and the entry to our bedroom will be right here. And it's going to have sort of a hallway. Honestly, it kind of is going to feel a bit like almost like a setup that you'll see in some hotels where you enter in and there's a bit of a hallway, you got your bathroom, and then the actual bedroom is back there. But we're going to have all the way down here built-in shelving and closets. So what I would like to do is do the bottom half of these, have like cabinets, cupboards, and then the top shelves, I think. Yeah, also, I kind of like the idea of maybe even doing top to bottom cabinets and having it be almost kind of like, I don't know, like lockers in a sense, but I'm not entirely sure. Most likely we'll do the bottom with cabinet doors and the top with shelving. And then I'm going to have these wall-mounted lights there, which I think will look kind of neat and just give us a lot of storage. One of the things that I think I've talked about before, and for those of you who don't know, we do actually live in the building right now. And so one of the things that's kind of a pain in the butt is there really is not a lot of storage. I think we have like we have like 2 or 3 closets that are technically actually closets, but one of those has a water heater. The other one is here on this side of the building, actually right there, and it's kind of blocked off from where we're actually living, which is through there, which means that we just really don't have a lot of good closet space, and we don't have a lot of good storage space in here. And so that's kind of going into this after having lived here and kind of thinking more through the design. One of the things that we really wanted to do is just to have a lot of storage. And so this will be part of that. We're going to have plenty of storage, something that we do not have right now. Right now, we don't even have, we don't have closets for my wife and I for our shoes, for our to hang up our shirts and things like that. We just have to find ways to do that kind of in the open space of our current bedroom. So all that to say, I'm very much looking forward to things like this, just having storage space in here. So then to your right here will be the bathroom, and it's pretty big. But right before I framed this, I spent several hours just kind of standing here and trying to figure out, how to balance space up here on this landing with how big I wanted the bathroom to be. I know we wanted to have a big bathroom. This is a massive 10,000 square foot building. And so for those who have, who we've had some people comment and say it's just a really big bathroom, or some people think it's too big. But, my kind of thought process was that this is such a big building we have the space, and so why not, you know, make just a nice big sized, maybe a bit abnormally big for a bathroom. But it just seemed to make sense with the amount of space we had. But yeah, just trying to figure out what was the balance, the correct balance between the, you know, because I could have brought this wall here over more, could have brought it out more, but just trying to balance between having enough space there on the landing and in here. And so I don't know for sure if I got that balance correct, but you know, I kind of figured in the end, honestly, how much time are we going to be spending up here? We do kind of like the idea of having enough space to possibly have some kind of chairs. They'll have to be not super, you know, wide, but just that this kind of will be able to, once this is all railed in, this will look down into what will be our dining room. And so kind of like the idea of having this be big enough to be somewhat usable, you know, wider than where it would only really be able to serve as like a hallway. And I think it's big enough for that, and seemed to be big enough for that, and still gave us, you know, plenty of space to make a big bathroom in here. So to the right when you come in will be the toilet. It'll have its wall that secludes it from the rest of the room. I do not plan on putting a door here, but I kind of like bathrooms where the toilet is kind of set apart and walled off a bit. Then I know that in this corner, we're going to have built-in cabinets of some kind here. That'll probably go out to maybe about where this stud is, probably floor to ceiling cabinets. And I'm thinking, I wasn't planning on this before, but I've been up here and kind of rethinking through things. You can see I've started on some of the electrical work, which I haven't shown any of that. This has all happened since I posted the last video, but I have been doing some electrical work. Yeah, I didn't record much of it because it's, you know, not very interesting to watch, but yeah, I might have to redo this, because what I'm kind of thinking now is that, again, we'll have the built-in storage over there. I'm thinking maybe do the same, kind of do a matching storage on both sides, and then all the way down there will be the vanity. It'll just be a big vanity that goes from that side all the way over, and obviously double sinks and all that. But I don't know why before we were just thinking of having the storage over there, but I think it kind of even probably look better to have it on both sides. So then on this side will be we want to do a big built-in walk-in shower that would come out. I don't know how well you can see this line here, but somewhere over there, about tiled in. And then over here in this corner, we want to put a tub. We're thinking like a clawfoot tub. That would probably be sitting here at an angle. And then a window, which is one of the remaining, probably, you know, the most challenging thing I think of at least this part of the renovation was the ceiling stuff, restructuring the ceiling. And so it's nice to have that out of the way, but I think probably the next biggest challenge is getting these windows taken care of. And there's some issues with that. It's you know, one of the issues is that this is a three or four brick layer wall. And the other issue is that on the outside, there's actually a gas pipe that runs from, the gas comes up out of the ground down there, comes up, and then comes all the way over, and it runs, not entirely sure where, but somewhere around here. And so I think what that means is that most likely when we go to put those windows in, we're going to have to remove and put that gas pipe, run it somewhere else, either just drop it down a little bit or something like that. And so, yeah, that's probably the the most challenging thing left to do in terms of finishing up this section of the building. So that is the bathroom. And then coming back out here, go down the hall and it opens up into our bedroom. So with windows in here, we want to put a window over there. And then what we'd like to do is to put a door here that will eventually, we'll be able to walk out onto like a balcony area there on the outside. That kind of will overlook what will be our backyard. And then there's a window here that is going to have to be, the framing is going to have to be removed, and I'm going to have to redo the framing so that we can replace the windows that are in here right now with the bigger windows that match the ones below that I've installed. And you might have watched that that installation in another video, but these were put in years ago by myself and my brother and dad put these in before we knew we were going to buy the building or anything. And once we decided to buy it and decided that this would be our bedroom, we just wanted different windows. Mainly wanted to fill up the available space more. We could have, obviously, a much bigger window would fit in that space. And so that's kind of the main motivation of replacing those. But in terms of layout, we're thinking probably our bed would go there, and then we'd like to have some kind of fireplace here, and then in here we'll have closets. So we'll have Faith's closet will be here on this side. It's kind of getting dark, so I don't know how well you can see that, but pretty big walk-in closet here. And I kind of had to do the same thing in here with the ceilings. I didn't actually use 2x12s here in the restructuring. I used 2x8s just because it's a much shorter distance. And then over here will be, it's even darker in here, but this will be my closet. And so both of us will have closets. Again, going back to having a lot of storage, which is going to be very nice. Again, something that I'm probably looking forward to. It's at least at the top level of the things I'm looking forward to in terms of getting this done. So the last thing I'll show you, which many of you probably have seen before if you watched our other videos, but there's this section here, which was going to be used as a guest bedroom or one of the kids' rooms originally, but and this is stuff that was done years ago before we bought the building or knew that we were going to move in here. Right now, we're thinking that it'll probably be able to be used as a bedroom, and likely here up front, once we get this finished, our room finished, this will be used for the kids, at least a couple of them, possibly. But ultimately, this will just kind of be an extension of the primary bedroom, maybe kind of a private sitting room or something like that. So the biggest issue with this is the staircase, which extends very far over both into this room here and then the bedroom that's below it. And so as I've talked about in other videos, we'd like to remove these stairs, and then I don't know if we'd completely eliminate a staircase here, because I do more and more, I like the idea of keeping some kind of staircase here, whether it's a spiral or just more narrow steps. That is just so that we have, two staircases. There's the one over there, the main one, but it'd be nice to have another way downstairs over on this side of the building. So I'm thinking we will keep some kind of staircase in here, but it'll just be something that takes up a lot less, space than this existing one does. But yeah, that is our master bedroom. And so again, it'll be fun to come back once this is done and do another walkthrough video. But for those of you who've been watching, hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of how the layout will be and kind of what we're working towards. So yeah, let us know in the comments and all that what you think. And if you have any ideas for different things now that you've seen the space, it's always kind of fun to hear some of those. And yeah, I will be working on getting some of those other videos I've recorded, edited, and get those out as soon as possible. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.